Hey, happy Wednesday. It's another Lunchtime Live episode. Today we are featuring episode 6 with the fabulous Elisa Rowland. So,
Yay.
welcome. Hi, Elisa.
Hey, how are you today, Olivia?
Fantastic. So glad you could join us today.
Well, thank
And
you.
yeah, absolutely. So, my name is Olivia. I'm your host. I believe that vibe, visibility, impact, brand expression are the keys to your social media success. So, that's why I'm super excited to talk to Lisa because who better than to talk about putting your best face forward than to have like a skincare consultant, a beauty expert like her on today's show. And she's just talking about, the practicality, right, of taking good care of your skin.
Yeah.
So I think it ties really nicely into what I like to promote about being visible and showing up for yourself on video and in social media and in your business. So excellent. So Lisa, and for those of you who are watching, let us know where you're coming from. Say hello in the comments. Drop us a comment. If you have any questions, let us know. We can pop them up on the screen here. It looks like we do have a comment. Hey, Deb is watching. Hi, Deb. Deb is watching us, Lisa, all the way in Holden, just outside of Boston, Massachusetts. So, yeah. So, yep. So, Deb is a longtime friend of mine. We recently just got reconnected. And that's what I love, right? I love that I've been able to reconnect with old friends and make new friends. I mean, Lisa, I'm still getting to know you. We met only last year through a bunch of Zoom Fridays.
Yes. Isn't that crazy? I
So
feel
crazy.
like for such a long time, and I do love being able to meet people all over the world too. It's so much fun.
Indeed, it is. Oh, and Deb is super excited. She's woohoo!
That's my word.
That is so encouraging. Thank you. Thank you so much, Deb, for your encouragement. All right. And all right, so let's get started because there's so much I want to share with the audience and so much that I want to, talk to you about, Elisa, because you've got a fascinating background. And I was doing some research, right? I was looking you up on your website. And by the way, guys, please connect with Elisa on her website. It's elisarowland.com. It's a beautiful website. You can learn a lot about her story there. So let's go ahead and dive right in. You're with Mary Kay, and you talked about having 8 career cars, one of which is a pink Cadillac. So I'm just so intrigued. I mean, do you have a picture of yourself with this pink Cadillac? And what was that like to have that achievement?
Oh, that's so fun. Yes, actually, I do have a picture. It's up on a shelf over here. But it was a super, super exciting thing. It's a team effort. So it's not like it's all about me. It's all about helping other people. And gosh, I'm trying to think. That was the first year after I became a sales director that we quickly earned a pink Cadillac. And it has been the most incredible thing to drive free for all these years.
So you've never had a car payment?
No car payment.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah, the company pays actually the car note, the taxes, the tags, the title, and all but about $50 of the insurance.
That is so amazing. Because I've heard about these stories, but never really understood the full extent of it, with actually the title, the tags, the car notes. Do you share these with your family, the cars? Because I know you got 4 kids and your husband.
Yes, actually, most of my kids learned to drive on the pink Cadillac. And my husband, funny enough, I remember thinking, he's not gonna want to drive my car. And I was really surprised to find out that he did enjoy driving that pink Cadillac. Even today, when I'm driving my career cars, people come up, especially men. Men notice cars, and they'll come up and pull up beside me at a light or something like that and give me the thumbs up or hey kind of a thing. So pretty exciting. But yeah, you can have other people drive your car as well.
That's so cool. And Deb is saying, hey, congrats, Elisa, on that achievement. It really is a great achievement and so different from corporate, right? So, I mean, I think the most I ever got was like a watch.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? I know. And one of the things I've loved so much about our car program too, there are some other companies that have kind of copied our marketing plan in regards to, awarding cars and things like that, which is awesome. I think that's fantastic. But something that makes ours different from most every other company is that we do not have to qualify for or get the loan for our car. The company assumes all the liability for that. They do everything. We just walk in. I could have a terrible, have absolutely terrible credit and not be able to qualify for a car of my own. But having earned one, you can walk into the dealership and they have you show your ID and sign in 2 places and you drive out with a free car. So it's almost like I say it's almost like it's too good to be true, and it is, but it is true.
Yeah, I can just hear your gratitude and amazement even today as you're speaking about that, because you've been with Mary Kay for quite a long time, like I think 20 years now. And in the span of that, right, and still going strong, and in the span of that, to have 8 career cars. So I still hear like your excitement in your voice, which is incredible. And I would actually, say, let's show more of that on your LinkedIn. And let's show more of that on your Facebook. I would love a series of your posts, just kind of like detailing these cars.
You're so good. It's so funny. You are so good when it comes to all this LinkedIn and social media stuff. I appreciate all your inputs.
And you've made some great strides. I mean, I love having you come up in my news feeds. Guys, if you're not following Elisa on LinkedIn, she has these beautiful inspirational quotes and messages and pictures, and they're a lot of fun. So definitely would recommend you to connect with her on LinkedIn. I'm going to pop up her link here so you guys can see and connect with her. And one of the things that I loved about what you did on LinkedIn was that you made this post called #WinItWednesday. And it was like, it just so impressed me. It blew me off. It blew my mind, because it's like, oh, out of all the hashtags I've heard, for themes of the weeks, I hadn't heard of this one, the #WinItWednesday. I'll hear like #WisdomWednesday, right? But not the Win It Wednesday. And it was brilliant what you did. You made a little post, just like, hey, comment with like your eye color. And I'd love to, put your name in for a drawing for a special prize. And so I did. I responded. And guess what? I won something. And so I'm so excited. And today happens to be Wednesday. And, it was just so beautiful to like open my mailbox, because, I get bombarded, of course, with emails, messages, social media messages. But to get something in the mail is like super special, right? So when was the last time like you got something in your mailbox that was not a bill? And so
Really?
Right. And so to get this like a bright pink package, which I love. So it's pink and it was so girly. It made me feel so special. And then in this, I just want to show everyone. I mean, she gave me a little postcard. It's kind of fun to do the impossible. I love this so much. I'm just going to prop it on my computer desk here to like look at it. And then not only that, but I got 3 mascara samples. So I'm not one to wear makeup, but I was like impressed. I was like, oh wow, like, it was fun. It was fun to get like a sample and to experiment, try these out. And so the mascara samples were like Lash Intensity, Lash Love, Ultimate Lash, and I, applied it today. And I'm amazed, just one small change can make a huge difference. And you may not be able to see unless you zoom in really closely my eyelashes, but I mean, I feel different just knowing that I've got the mascara on.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing? It does make a difference in how we feel. When we look good, we feel great. And when we feel great, we tend to do great things and are confident that we can do great things.
And so it really carries over, like what you said, you're doing something for yourself, and then, that confidence just carries over into life, career. So, tell me about a success story that you've had with a client.
Oh, wow. Over the years, there's been so many. Let me think. One of my most favorite was not too long ago. I had a woman who was in her 60s, and I see clients everywhere from, teenagers till way past when they think that they ought to be taking care of themselves. And this woman just happened to be 60, and she was not feeling great about who she was. She was feeling old and tired. And I find that happens regardless of the age group. Most women will experience that here and there throughout time. But this particular woman, she did reach out to me. I got to sit down with her, and in just a few quick minutes, I think it's 15, 20 minutes, I just allowed her to pamper herself, to try some things that she hadn't tried before. And when we were done, she was smiling. She looked so energetic. She felt great. She was just ready to go. And that's what I love. It's the personal fulfillment that I get from seeing people bloom and grow that really, really feeds my soul.
That's so beautiful. Like you're so caring, Elisa.
Well, that's what we do.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And I work in recruiting, and it's crazy. Like I've seen surveys and polls that have been conducted about when you have like a polished look, even just wearing a little bit of makeup will dramatically increase your chances of getting a job. And so it's sometimes I feel like, well, I'm a low maintenance person. I don't have time for that, and I'm more of a tomboy, etc. So what have you seen in your beauty industry, right, with regards to that, how makeup can make a difference? And there is some borderline bias, but I mean, we appreciate a kind of a polished, put together look, right? It shows competence.
Yeah. It really does. It's amazing because we have about 7 seconds to make a first impression. And whether that's a good first impression or not so great first impression is really up to us. And that makes a difference. Unfortunately or fortunately, I say unfortunately because it doesn't seem fair. On the other hand, it is a good thing because we can manipulate those things. We can manipulate how we look and how we come across, and that's going to give us an advantage over somebody who didn't take the pains to do that little something extra. And I love what you said about being low maintenance. I consider myself to be low maintenance. I don't take more than 10 minutes to do my whole morning routine. It's very quick. And of course, that comes with practice. If you practice 3 or 4 times, you get really great at something. And so I always say I'm low maintenance. But it's important to have just that little bit of polish to shine through, because it does show, especially in a job interview, it shows that we have attention to detail. It shows that we have confidence. It shows that we have integrity and a lot of other different characteristics that are going to make the difference between whether you or somebody else gets the job or promotion.
That's an excellent point. It's just a demonstration, right, of the attention to detail, the time that we took to like show up and be presentable, especially in a meeting, right? Even if it wasn't for a job interview, for a meeting, if you're getting ready for a speaking engagement, etc. So definitely. And I like what you said too. You just have to figure out what works for you, right? And get into that routine. And it doesn't have to be this, dramatic glamour shot all the time. It's just a little bit of a self-care routine that you can implement for yourself. So fabulous.
That's
and yeah, we got a comment from Deb. She says that we both look beautiful. So thank you, Deb. So that's wonderful. Thank you so much, Deb, for watching. And so I wanted to.
Oops, you muted. There you are.
I wanted to direct everyone's attention to go to Elisa's website, because Elisa's website is beautifully done. I mean, I'm exploring entrepreneurship, so I'm paying attention to how websites are put together, landing pages, all these things. And when you go to her website, you can actually get a free download, right? Of 11 tips for confidence and productivity, and she offers a skincare analysis and consultation. And what's really cool too is that there's a beauty box option. So if you want to just kind of like put yourself a little pamper box and have it sent to you, I mean, Elisa will take care to mail that to you, and that's so fun. And you also offer like these virtual, get-togethers with girlfriends, right? Was that in response to having to shift your business to more online versus like the in-home parties?
Great question. Yes. Of course, we were offering online and virtual consultations and parties and things like that before COVID. But since COVID, it has really amped up. become so much more necessary just for, health concerns and that sort of thing. What I'm finding on the business side is that, it's much easier for my clients just to pop onto a Zoom or onto a Facebook video chat or something like that, and us do a quick consultation, as opposed to, quote, setting a schedule and planning the meetup and things like that. It's a little bit more spontaneous and it's quicker. And of course, I do that with samples or without samples. So that makes it a little bit more of an option for clients as to whether they want to try some things or if they just want a consultation and advisement about what to look for and what things will work best for them.
I mean, I love it. I mean, I usually have like, Friday night get-togethers, like TGI style, and that would be a great idea, to grab a bunch of girlfriends together and to learn, right, about different ways to use makeup, have fun with samples, etc.
Yeah,
And
oh, I was going to say, if we catch you before you're headed out someplace, you guys can be out looking fabulous and then head out. So, we can multitask.
oh, that's so funny. You could like guide us as we're getting ready for a night out.
Right. Yeah.
Fabulous. And Elisa, I know there are men who are watching this, perhaps live or replay later. So, I mean, let's include them too. I mean, why is it important for them to also be mindful of, grooming?
Oh, great question. Yeah, because a lot of times, people think, oh, your business is strictly for women. No, men need to take care of their skin too. They have just as many pet peeves and are just as concerned typically as women are. It's just that there's not as much of a media focus on men's appearances quite so much as it is for women. But for men, super important, skincare. So that's always the first and most important thing. Secondly, when it comes to guys in their grooming, the length of their hair, whether it's trimmed, whether it's clean. Eyebrows are a big deal. I know we've all run into gentlemen who, had like these wild, crazy eyebrows coming out at you. And you got to watch for that. They've got to watch for nose hairs, ear hairs, things like that. And of course, their beards. Right now, the trend is to kind of have a little bit longer, more wild man looking beards. But there again, making sure that it's clean. Just as men can get dandruff in the hair, they can get dandruff in the beards. So making sure that they're clean and groomed. Using beard oil is a great thing because it adds a little bit of a fragrance, if you will, and a little bit of a sheen to the beard also. So skincare is, of course, the top thing that I recommend for guys, but pay attention to all that crazy hair as well.
So men, listen up.
Indeed.
This applies to you. So Elisa, has given you some great tips just to be mindful and aware, right? And just you might not notice it now, but other people do.
True that. Yep, absolutely. And whether we like it or not, of course, if we've got ear hair and nose hair and crazy brows and that kind of thing, it also makes us look older. So not only does it take away from, looking professional and put together and showing that attention to detail, but it does make you look older too. And most of us don't want to look older. We want to look as young as we can for as long as we can.
Love it. Love it. And, as we're wrapping this up, I do want to maybe discuss a book that's had a major impact on your decision to be a business owner. Can you share with us what that book was and, what is the takeaway message you got and, why would you encourage other people to look into this book?
Oh, great question. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Great book, kind of, I say an easy read, but it really impacted me because one of the main assertions from the book is that you can choose to work for somebody else and make them rich, or you can choose to work for yourself and you get all the rewards and all the freedoms and flexibility and all the joys that go along with that. And that was a huge impact for me because I came from a family where my parents both worked for other people. They worked outside of the home for other people. people. And so when I decided to become an at-home entrepreneur, it was kind of odd. I do have a college degree, and so I felt in some part that my parents were concerned that I had, wasted my college degree or something like that. But I've used everything from my degree along with all of the know-how from just becoming an entrepreneur and the life lessons that you learn alongside. So I like to encourage anybody that's thinking about becoming an at-home business owner or a self-employed person, whether that's in-home, out-of-home, however, go for it. Do your research, be educated, and make sure that you have a problem. People have a problem that you can solve for them. So make sure that you have a viable business. But I encourage you to really examine it because the rewards are so great. It's really, really incredible. And it's one that I've enjoyed now for 20 years. And I kind of like to say, Olivia, my children, I have 4. They're now grown adults and they're all paying their own bills and living on their own. And if you ask them even today, I think to a certain extent, they would say, Mother worked. But I was able to work my business around our family and activities so that when I was, when they were home, I was home as mother. And when they were away at activities or school, I was working. And that flexibility gave me the opportunity to kind of have it all. And Mary Kay always said there's 2 things that we all want, and that is it all. And I feel that I've had that.
That is incredible. I love it. Have it all. And Deb is saying, yeah, she agrees with you. The Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a great book. We often hear it being talked about, in business circles, but just to get that reminder to, hey, reread it. It doesn't take long. Reread it. Maybe just, I like to just randomly open to a page and whatever my finger lands on is the message I'm supposed to receive. So sometimes I'll do that because, it's hard to keep up with all these books on the shelf. So
yeah. And there's another one that you may have heard of. It's called From Trash Man to Cash Man. And it's a super quick read, but it also has like 10 of the most important reasons why you might consider being self-employed or doing network marketing business.
What was the title again? From Trash Man?
From Trash Man to Cash Man.
Okay, excellent. All right. Yeah. So folks, I'll put that in the comment later, of this post. So you can check out that book and let Elisa know what you thought about it and engage with her. And so because it is Wednesday, Elisa and I have teamed up to put together a special prize in light of hashtag Win It Wednesday. So Elisa, what would you like the audience to do in order to receive a fabulous package like this?
Let's see, hashtag Win It Wednesday. And if you'll, actually, I'm trying to think how best to go. Oh, I know. Go to my website, go to elisarowland.com and see the contact me. And just put in there, what is your biggest skin pet peeve? What is something you'd like to solve about your skincare or appearance? And I'll have a little goodie for you.
Awesome. So what is your biggest skincare pet peeve?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me put that in the comments right now. One moment.
That could be anything from, acne to signs of aging to I don't know what colors to use on my eyes to, what is this thing and how do I get rid of it? Yeah, everybody's got that pet peeve, and it's probably something that only you notice, but it detracts from your confidence. So let me know what that is, and I can help you find a solution for it. And I'd be glad to do so. Of course, no cost, no obligation, or anything like that.
Fantastic. So guys, if you're watching this or you're watching this on replay, the contest is good for Wednesday. It's hashtag Win It Wednesday. So make sure you use that hashtag. Go to Elisa's website. It's very easy. It's her first name, last name.com. And then, sign up for something and then put in your biggest skincare pet peeve. And she will select you as a winner of hashtag Win It Wednesday, and you will receive a lovely surprise in your mailbox. So thank you so much again for those who are watching. Thank you, Elisa, for being such a beautiful guest on today's show and just sharing all that there is, because it's really important to put your best face forward.
It really is. And I appreciate the opportunity to be on with you today and hope that all those watching and hitting the replay have a great day.
Fantastic. So this is it for Lunchtime Live. And, I do these interviews every Wednesdays. And so if you'd like to be featured as my special guest, please connect with me or book your slot on my calendar link. And I look forward to featuring you. And have a great, fantastic Wednesday, everyone. Take care. Bye.